your horizon. Welcome to Spectrum News Within the Week. I am Rita Eno, coming to you live from Uyo. Let's take a look at the headlines. President Tinubu installs Igwe Agbubuzu as Chancellor, Federal University of Kashere. National House of Assembly to transmit Constitution Review report to state assemblies before December. Israel to send negotiations to Gaza talks despite unacceptable Hamas demands. Details and more of this will be brought to you shortly. Welcome back to Spectrum News Within the Week, and many thanks for staying tuned. We begin the news this week from the national scene where President Bola Tinubu has formally installed Igwe Agbubuzu, the Oguchendo of Izema Olo Kingdom, as the Chancellor of the Federal University of Kashere in Gombe State. The investiture held yesterday in Gombe coincided with the university's combined 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th convocation ceremonies for the award of higher degrees and conferment of honorary doctorate degrees. Tinubu was represented at the event by Professor Ibrahim Garba, the Vice-Chancellor Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi. Meanwhile, President Tinubu during the week has said the smuggling of the nation's unpleasant oil is rather unpleasant. President Tinubu made this known to Nigerians in St. Lucia that his government inherited bankruptcy but has not been able to rescue the economy. He further noted that although Nigeria's per capita income is low, his administration is working to improve it. While interacting with Nigerians living in St. Lucia, President Tinubu promised to resolve some of the issues raised diplomatically. Away from that, the federal government within the week has set August 1st, 2025 as the deadline to begin issuing stiff penalties to foreigners who have overstayed their visas. However, it opened an online immigration amnesty portal in July to allow affected individuals to regularize their stay before the penalties take effect. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubumi Tunji-Ojo, disclosed this at a stakeholders sensitization on major Nigeria immigration service innovations in the international passenger travel at the service headquarters in Abuja. He also said the recently launched electronic visa regime has processed over 14,000 applications within its first 6 weeks. And in the meantime, the federal government, during the week, committed to distributing a total of 5 million gas cylinders to households across the country by 2030. The Minister of Petroleum Resources, Ekperipe Igbo, disclosed this at the flagging off of the northwest phase of the grassroots LPG penetration program in Sokoto. He noted that the program is another major step in the federal government's commitment to clean to clean energy access for all Nigerians. According to him, the same program had been successfully launched in the Southwest, South-South, Northeast, and the Federal Capital Territory. Meanwhile, the Minister of Solid Minerals, Dr. Dele Alake, in the course of the week said the federal government, in collaboration with the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC, is strengthening Nigeria's capacity to detect, investigate, and prosecute financial crimes linked to conflict and terrorism, particularly those associated with solid minerals sector. Alake revealed this in a statement following a visit by a delegation from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes, led by Tom Parker, to discuss a partnership between the federal government and the agency. During the meeting, Alake said the team commended the measures Nigeria has already taken, especially the establishment of the mining marshals, which they regarded as a significant step addressing illegal mining. In addition, Alake said the president has approved the deployment of a satellite-based monitoring system to enhance the surveillance of mining operations. The National Assembly yesterday disclosed that it would transmit the report of the ongoing constitution review to the 36th State Assembly before December 2025. Consistent with its design and even its timetable. The Parliament, however, challenged all stakeholders with special requests to engage and lobby their state assemblies, noting that the National Assembly cannot successfully review the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended without their approval. The leader of the Senate/Zonal Chairman, Senate Committee on the Review of the 1999 Constitution, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, made this disclosure at the conclusion of the two-day zonal public hearing on the review of the 1999 Constitution held at Ikeja, Lagos State. Addressing stakeholders at the public hearing, Bamidele noted that the Constitution review is not a jamboree, contrary to some dissenting views across the Federation, but is designed to make consequential reforms that can guarantee the country's collective prosperity, more efficient governance structure, and sustainable development. And from the judiciary, Justice Binta Nyako of a federal high court in Abuja on Friday faulted the suspension of Kogi State Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan and nullified it. She ordered the nullification on grounds that her suspension for 6 months violated the Constitution and also denied her constituents of adequate representation. The judge made the order while delivering judgment in the suit filed by Akpoti Uduaghan, challenging her 6 month suspension by the Senate. Justice Nyako stated that While the National Assembly has powers to discipline any erring members, such discipline should not be too excessive to the extent of depriving her people of representation. And in the meantime, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, during the week, approved the appointment of Babatunde Adejumo as the new administrator of the National Judicial Institute, NJI. In a statement, Toby Soniye, Senior Special Assistant on Media to the CJN, said Adejumo's appointment takes effect from August 1st. Adejumo, a former president of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria, NICN, was endorsed by the NJI Board of Governors, chaired by Kekere Ekun. His appointment, according to the board, is expected to strengthen the institute's efforts in promoting judicial capacity development and institutional innovation. On electoral matters, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in the course of the week, released supplementary regulations and guidelines for the review of election results in the country. INEC National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, in a statement said that the supplementary regulations and guidelines now clarify the procedure and timelines for the review of election results not declared in accordance with the law. He further noted that the supplementary regulations and guidelines had been uploaded to the Commission's website and other platforms for public information, disclosing that the Commission had received an additional 12 applications seeking registration as new political parties. And still to come in the news, federal government sets July date for petrol pricing summit. Do stay with us.
Broadening your horizon is what every living being not only genuinely desires, but heartily pursues and intentionally invests in. For in the gathering of men, only those whose minds are in tune with the dynamics of the past, present, and future innovations, inventions, politics, and governance are respected. They are Spectrum Television, and broadening your horizon is our obsession. Risk on your decoder now to connect Spectrum Television on the frequency 12589, symbol rate 26250. That is frequency 12589, symbol rate 26250, polarization horizontal, and join our online community at spectrumtvlive.ng. For further inquiries, please call 0704 158 5642 or 0417707. Spectrum Television, broadening your horizon.